Music's my ears, man.
Yes, sir.
Dude, been looking forward to it lately, man. You know, we got a lot of new. I don't know. I feel revived.
Dude, I got something. I got something that I just want to address, like right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tragic.
We got to speed this up. Let's go.
Taking over the podcast game. You know I'm just chilling with the people. Austin, Zach, man, yeah. It's that father figure. I tell them go figure. You know they coming through with the truth like I'm...
We're speeding it up, right? All right.
Yeah, close enough, man. All right, dude. You said you got... What do you got, man? You got something on your chest?
Okay,
dude. Jake been showing up at your house again? What's going on?
No. It's
been a
fixed.
quiet week, dude?
It's a quiet week.
Been a quiet week, dude?
Yeah,
Oh, Linda...
Nothing has happened.
No Blue Chew, Rhino Pill.
Nothing. Nobody.
Ronin.
Nobody is doing anything around us anymore. So we're good.
Nobody's getting loving.
Yep. Nobody. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what my headphones plugged into. Okay, I'm good. All right, dude. Okay, so I want to today. I mean, it happened a couple, like maybe 2-3 days ago,
right?
And it's just been this drug out process. But today was, I want to say it was like just as bad as like a celebrity death.
Oh wait, what?
Tom Brady's retirement, dude. Did you see his like tweet or whatever?
Because originally Adam Schefter reported,
right,
and everybody blew up across the internet,
dude.
And then everything came around being like, he never said that.
Yeah, and
So are you breaking news right now?
I mean, I don't think so, but he like, I don't know where it's at, but he like tweeted out, or I don't know if it was a tweet or what, but he was like, you know, football requires like a lot of work and commitment, and like you gotta be committed 100%.
He actually said that?
Yeah, like I don't know where he posted it to, but I read
I'm
it.
sure. Yeah, so you're breaking, dude.
But he said, dude, like he said that he's not committed 100%, so he's done. And I was like, no,
dude, it's the end of an era, dude.
It is. I feel like he was the last one.
He has to be like, you know, it's funny. People argue that greatest athlete of all time, and I have a hard time saying greatest athlete because he's not the most athletic. Now, you could say greatest competitor, the greatest
at his position.
Oh, yeah, he's a GOAT of that. But I'm saying like the GOAT of GOATs, right? Like obviously GOAT of GOATs, you got, you know, Michael Jordan or Muhammad Ali or
Tiger Woods,
or and then obviously Tom Brady or Michael Phelps, or like there's the GOATs of the GOATs of their sport.
Right.
He's the GOATest of GOATs.
Of course, like when you like 100 years from now, when you think about football in a historical context, you're going to think about Tom Brady.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, we witnessed the era of sports, of greatness that we'll never see again. Like, dude, literally the guy, like, think about it. Like, I think he turns 45 this year. So after the season, I think his birthday is like before the summer. He's like 5 years away from being 50.
Dude, he's a really health conscious guy. So I feel like, maybe somebody could talk him into coming out of retirement. How sick would that be?
I know. Well, dude, do you think Tom Brady has made it through his entire career being clean? Like, no performance enhancing drugs. Little some here, little some there. You know,
what would he need to enhance, dude? Like his throwing arm?
No, I guess you're right, because it's not like he.
No, dude, he's
because obviously if you look at him and his body, I'd be like, I could get there in six months.
You literally, because I think y'all are the exact same height.
Yeah. Like, obviously, he's in better shape than me now.
Of course.
But, like,
obviously.
I mean, yes. But, dude, he said something. I heard a story the other day. It was from the running back, Leonard Fournette. He was talking about Tom Brady, how he talks trash on the field, man. Ooh, man. This one gets me, bro. Like, can you imagine? Like, this is the coldest thing you can say on an NFL field. One of the Leonard Fournette told this story. It wasn't Tom Brady talking about himself and his trash talking.
Tom Brady's not that kind of guy.
He's not, but out on the field, do you remember was it at the Saints where he yelled "F you" to the coach? Like he jogged to the other side of the field and got in his face and said "F you," and then went to his other side.
Tom Brady did that?
Tom Brady, yeah, in the middle of a game.
I have
And right now, you're probably like, well, that coach deserved it.
Probably did.
Yeah, because it's Tom Brady.
Well, here's the thing, though, is did he got away with it, though? Because, the
sportsmanlike conduct.
that was his first unsportsmanlike conduct in his 22 years.
Yeah,
his last game of the season, dude.
But he
Can you imagine? That's kind of what a way to go out, dude.
When they played the Saints, that was like 5-6 weeks ago. It was in season still.
I'm talking about the last game that they played. He got that unsportsmanlike conduct call on him. That was his first one in his whole career.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what.
Maybe he knew it was the end.
The announcer. Well, I think it was Aaron. Or who did they play? The Rams, right?
Yeah, they lost to the Rams. Yes.
I don't know if it was Aaron Donald, but somebody like hit him in the mouth and he was bleeding and he was mad at the ref.
Like nobody makes him you can't make him bleed.
Yeah, dude,
that's the first time I've ever seen him bleed in 22 years. Like the man's incredible, dude.
I know,
dude. Like okay, so back to what I was gonna say. Leonard Fournette was telling the story that so Tom Brady was on the field and one of the defensive linemen was talking trash to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady goes, "Do you know who I am? I played against your daddy. Ask him about me. Ask him about me." And I was like, ooh.
Is it true?
Yeah. I'm assuming that the guy, I mean, I didn't read the whole thing, but Leonard Fournette was saying how he was saying it to the defensive lineman. And apparently Tom Brady played against his dad out there. And apparently and he goes, ask him about me. Ask him about, can you imagine being that cold that you've been in the league that long that you could literally tell the defensive lineman, ask your dad about me.
Mm-hmm. Dang, dude.
Dude. Like, we're never going to see that again, dude.
Never again. Well, he could come out of retirement, which would be sweet.
Do you think he will?
Probably not.
I'll be honest with you. I really want Tom Brady to have like like with when Kobe had his last season. Like every stadium they went to, every game, like every night, it was
a farewell game.
Yeah, like but the tour,
farewell tour.
Yeah, farewell tour. I couldn't talk.
I don't know.
But anyways, I would love that for every game and every stadium he goes to towards the end. That there's like they do a little something special for Tom. I want that, man. I want him to play one more season with him saying, "Hey, I'm retiring. This is gonna be my last season."
But he murks everybody.
Not even murks everybody, but I just think the dude deserves flowers but he deserves I think he deserves all the praise, man.
Dude, there's a Facebook post on my and it was like list these quarterbacks from 1 to 6 or whatever. And dude, you got all these old heads on there like Joe Montana. Just naming these other Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, and putting Brady at 3 and 4. And I'm like, dude, y'all do y'all want to build not a losing team because those are good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, if you put them, I don't care. Those are great quarterbacks.
Right.
I don't see how anybody could say that Tom Brady's not the best quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue with the hardware.
It's whatever though. I mean, I get it. Every quarterback is different. They have skills,
right?
Different. But just the natural quarterback, dude.
Oh, it's
leader.
It's just like watching greatness. I will say this though, we have. This might be conceited, and sorry to our viewers outside the United States of America, but I feel like we have the best athletes in the world. And the only way we would actually know if we had the best athletes in the world is if our number one sport was soccer. Because soccer is the sport that we really don't care about as a country.
Oh yeah.
But the rest of the world does. So if our let's say our US men's soccer, everybody cared about soccer, then we would actually know if that's true. Yeah. If we have the greatest athletes. Because it's is nobody dude, you've watched our US basketball men's team, it's I mean, it's insane. And those aren't even a lot of them aren't even our best players who even go because they're like bored of it.
I know.
You know? And I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things you look at and you're like, yeah, I mean, I guess the only time we can kind of look at the best athletes is during the Olympics. But even still, can you imagine if
I think America gets most of the gold medals.
they do? Yeah. They do. But my point is, can you imagine if like there was more emphasis on those sports or things, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you really think the best rowers that we have in the country are representing the United States? Or do you think there's can you imagine if, like, Russell Westbrook was back there rowing?
I mean, I guess, but he'd probably be pretty good at it.
That's my point, you know? It's like we have...
I mean, it's...
I'm just saying, like, the freaks of freaks aren't playing soccer in America. They're not playing polo or cricket or
they're typically MMA fighters. The freak of freaks, dude. Like a
Francis Ngannou.
Huh? Oh well, I guess technically they don't represent America.
I think the freaks of freaks are below that 165. Those are the freaks.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're above 165, 185, 195, you could actually play professional sports at that level. So I think most of them are they're not, you know, I guess what I'm saying, like the heavyweight class, you know, you can make more money somewhere else. Why do you have this grin on your face?
I'm just listening to you, dude.
Just going on a rant. Am I killing this whole episode with all this time?
No, you're good.
No, you're good. We're done. We're not going to bring this to a grinding halt anymore, you know. Coming in a little flat today. Hey, I can be honest, you know.
That's all right, dude.
That's all good.
I really just wanted to talk about Tom Brady's retirement. Literally hurt me like a celebrity death for real.
No, you did.
Yeah.
Have you ever cried over celebrity death?
Nah.
Kobe bothered me.
Well,
it's obviously the way it happened.
Yeah,
and it's the with your daughter.
Yeah. That one was like definitely.
Dude, R.I.P. Kobe.
I felt it. You know, you can like you feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
I felt that one.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, and I'm just being honest.
What about Betty White, dude?
I didn't. She was old.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. You're 99.
That's what I'm saying. Like
good life, yeah, good run. Like what are we?
Dude,
what,
you
like
lived 29 years past the average person.
Yeah, and you're also Betty White. Like you had a great time doing it too. Like think of all the things. I mean, she lived a full.
Dude, I heard that she just got the vaccine a couple of days before.
Well, you know listen. Tinfoil hat, dude. Tinfoil hat, dude. That's the rumor with the Full House guy.
Yeah, I heard that too.
The booster.
Whoa.
No, whoa.
I don't know, dude.
We don't want to get canceled or pulled, dude.
There's nothing. There's
I
no
don't
facts.
want Neil Young to come after us and Joe Rogan.
Dude.
So we're gonna calm down, dude. Let me ask you a
There's
question.
no facts behind it, dude. And,
Name me one Neil Young song.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know who Neil Young is.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he
With
said
Joe Rogan?
he was gonna.
He told Spotify, he goes, "Hey, pick one, me or Joe Rogan."
Dude, Joe Rogan makes them so much money.
Oh yeah, it's not.
It's
even
not. They don't care. They're
no,
okay.
What do you think it would take, like, of an artist to take down Joe Rogan? It would have to be like Drake, Justin Bieber.
I don't even think that they could do it.
Jay-Z.
Kanye
West. Like, I mean,
I don't think those.
BTS.
I don't
all
think,
combined, they would say.
Those people probably have, like Joe Rogan has probably like the biggest like followings. Like out of those people, like they probably have bigger followings, right?
Right.
But like those people don't have people that listen to them.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Like literally, if Joe Rogan was like wanted to start his own cult, it was like, hey, tomorrow
He probably could.
I got 200 acres. Everyone can move out here. I guarantee you, like he could start. He could be a cult leader. He could start it.
His cult would be if him and Drake did the same thing. His cult would be bigger than Drake's.
100%.
And Drake has way more followers than it. It's just how it is. I mean,
yeah, and I guess the point of it too. It's like you got to think people who listen to Joe Rogan, they do it every week, hours. Like they probably have 6 hours a week of Joe Rogan in their ears, and they feel like they know Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And so they're like ride and die. Now Drake, you just hear his songs, you're like, album comes out, it's hot, it's cold, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean you're a Drake. I'm a Drake fan.
Dude, the only person I can take him down is the Biebs.
I mean, I'm a Justin Bieber fan.
I love Justin Bieber, dude.
Dude, I'm a Justin Bieber fan.
Yeah,
But that doesn't mean that I care about what Justin Bieber has to say.
that's fair.
And you know, if Justin Bieber said something that I agreed with, cool. But like,
Yeah.
I'm not. You know, I'm probably not gonna. You know, listen to a Justin Bieber podcast.
I know what could take down Joe Rogan.
What's that?
It'd have to be the NFL. Like if like somehow Spotify had a deal with NFL that they would show games, and the NFL says, "Hey, us or Joe Rogan, bye Joe Rogan."
Probably.
And we're talking about, and there's literally nothing bigger than the NFL, in my opinion.
Yeah. The NFL could definitely.
Push come to shove, they could throw their weight. They could throw their weight.
NFL definitely has that one.
Neil Young?
No, dude.
I mean, literally, I know the name.
Yeah.
If you said Neil Young is a singer, an actor, or a businessman, I'd be like, let me think about this.
Let's see. I'm looking it up, dude. Biggest Spotify artists. Is that?
Oh, it's. I mean, well, that's gonna be tough. You're gonna find musicians and things.
Yeah, but I mean, dude. No, I was gonna say T Swift.
Oh, T Swift, dude.
That'd
She's
be a
got an
tough one,
army,
dude.
Or the old Queen Bee, dude. Beyonce.
You
don't think so?
I don't know, dude. It's hard to just say that.
Dude, Joe Rogan's big, dude.
I know.
He big.
Maybe T Swift and the Biebs.
Oh, dude, that's
that's a hot combo right there.
That's
dude.
tough, dude. That's tough.
Biggest Spotify artist. You ready for this?
Hit me.
Calvin Harris.
Wait, is that like the
Post Malone?
okay Posty?
Okay. Yeah, T Swift's up there. Drake's up there. Future. The number one artist on Spotify. Let's see. This was updated on January 3rd, 2022. The Biebs.
Oh yeah, man.
Of course.
Told you, dude.
Who is the biggest on Spotify? The Weeknd.
See, they're just giving you artists. That's not like a.
Yeah, dude. I want to know most listened to. Just whatever, dude.
Anyways, we're going Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. Anyways, all right, dude.
Anyways, dude, how was your week, man? How was being a dad this week, man?
Dude, being a dad, it was so awesome.
Dude, hey, I actually had a first on Saturday.
What's that?
All day with Maverick.
How'd you do?
I mean, as good as you think I did. Amazing.
Okay. I had Charlie all day yesterday.
Yeah, but you do that all the time.
Okay. Well, aren't you going to ask how I did?
How did you do?
Amazing.
Amazing. I bet.
Yeah. No, we did. I mean, you get into a routine. I literally put Charlie in her car seat to make her nap on time. Otherwise, she'll go to like 6, 7 p.m. until she can't go anymore.
And yeah, she just goes
and then
hard
she'll take a nap at 7 p.m. for like an hour.
And then she's up till 2.
Yeah. It can happen that way.
Yeah.
I don't let that happen ever again.
No,
it happened like maybe once or twice, but we don't let it happen.
Yeah, no, that would.
Did you get Mav down for his nap on time?
I killed. So we got up. Kentley went thrift shopping with a bunch of girls.
Fun,
dude. I'm like the stuff that I'm literally like how is that fun? That's like it's pretty much like one step above a garage sale.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like doing like the Gary Vee stuff, you know?
What do you mean?
Like trying to find like valuable things for cheap, you know?
Like from like Craigslist or from
at garage sales.
Oh, that's different.
Antique shops.
Yeah, one of my dreams is to go to a storage auction and buy something. Buy a locker.
Dude, wait, can we do that?
Yes.
I mean, I know we can do that, but like,
you want to go? We become business partners,
dude. Let's find out where.
Okay, I'm being so serious,
dude. I know.
Like there is nothing more fun than going through people's stuff,
bro. I know.
I have no idea why. Listen. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I work in the automotive industry. I get in and out of people's cars all day long. If I get in your car, I'm open the center console every time.
How many times do you see like vacuum sealed marijuana in there?
Dude, you want to hear? I'll tell you a story. And Evan, I'm sorry I keep saying dude.
Okay.
My buddy Evan, he's always like, you just dude.
All right, dude.
Anyways, so true story. This guy comes up there, 18, 19 years old, young guy. And the reason why I know that is because the salesperson told me, he's like, oh yeah, this young kid, he just bought this brand new car. and he's got a dent in his trunk. Well, can I give him your phone number and y'all can, meet up or whatever? I was like, yeah, sure, give him my phone number. So I called it. So I called the guy, and he's like, hey, how much? I'm like, oh, $75. So I charge for this and that, yada, yada, yada. It was right on top of his trunk. And he's like, all right, well, I'll come see you on Monday and then we'll get taken care of. And, I was like, yeah, I'd take, cash or like Cash App or Venmo or something like that. And he's like, all right, yeah, man, bet, man, cash is king. And I was like, see you Monday, whatever. He shows up and so he shows up in the car, brand new car. The car smells like he's smoked weed inside the car for the last 10 days in a row, nonstop.
Like he was hotboxing.
Oh,
all day,
brand
every
new
day.
car. You get a car and you're like, oh man, this smells like cigarette smoke or food or whatever, and it's like strong.
I know this is weird. I don't like the smell of marijuana smoke. I think it smells disgusting.
Right.
But like cigarette smoke, cigar smoke, like in a car,
I kind of like it too.
I like it. I don't know why.
I don't know either. I like when you're like walking by someone smoking outside and you get that one little hit, like that little.
On their clothes or
no, with the actual little puff. And the wind just comes over and just, just tickles your nostrils a little bit, dude. I love it. It's weird. Gosh. It's weird. So the guy shows up and dude, he's got a blunt laid right there, still just smoking, just like smoke coming off the blunt, like right there. And I'm also like, man, like I've gotten people's cars before, dead serious, gotten people's cars, worked on their car, got out of their car, and then I've gotten accused of smoking weed.
Oh, okay.
Because it's that strong on your clothes.
Right.
So I pull the car around, I go to work on it, and the dent's on the trunk. And so to fix the dent on the trunk, I have to pop the trunk and work it from the backside. I pop the trunk. There's a blue backpack, good sized backpack. It's like leather, it's like ostrich leather, and it's unzipped. And it is like my eyes, like I couldn't help but to look in the bag, dude. I looked in the bag, the most amount of money I've ever seen in my entire life. Like I'm talking wads of like just cash, like rubber band, like all I could see is hundreds. Like I'm talking like 40, 60. I have no idea. I have literally no idea. You know what I did? Close the trunk. Immediately closed the trunk. I said, we're working it from the top today. So I fired up the little.
Because you didn't want him to know.
No, because like my luck, he'd like walk around the corner and see me with the. He doesn't know how this process works. That I need to get in the trunk or whatever. And I'm like, this is a drug dealer. Mm. And I was worried that, poor little white boy me. I thought it was was gonna end up bad.
Yeah, like he was gonna come around the corner and see that you were going in his trunk and he was gonna pull a gun out and shoot you.
Yeah, and my luck, like literally, I would set a tool down in his trunk and I'd be reaching down there to grab it, and then he just sees my hand reaching and he thinks I'm stealing his money. I get accused and then I get shot, and yada yada yada. Mm. So I ended up doing it. He tipped me. He just gave me $100 bill because that's all he goes. He goes, all I have is hundreds. I go, well, I don't have any change. He goes, oh no, I was gonna give it to you all anyways. I should have told him $1,000.
I bet you would have paid. He didn't care about that money, dude.
19 years old. So he leaves, right?
What kind of car was it?
RLX. Like probably like a $50,000-$60,000 car. It was brand new. This is like 5-6 years.
Is that a Jeep?
No, it's an Acura. It's it's Acura's nice, like,
I'm like RLX.
pimped
I don't
out.
know what that is.
Yeah, it's a car. They're kind of dumb, to be honest with you. But so the salesperson comes over and he's like, oh, hey, did you work on so-and-so's car? I was like, yeah. He goes, did you see his blue backpack? And I was like, no. Like, I was like, because I was like, I'm not admitting to nothing. And he's like, yeah, he had this blue backpack. He came in and so his friend dropped him off and then he just bought the car in cash and then left. And I was like, so is he doing drugs? He's like, oh yeah, man. He told me straight up that he sells. He runs back and forth from Colorado and brings shipments and blah blah blah. He's 19 years old.
Okay. Are you allowed to sell a car after people tell you that?
I don't see why not.
I mean, I'm just wondering.
Like if you're a salesperson and you're about to get a unit for the month, you saying a word?
Nope. No.
I think that's exactly how that went down.
I mean, here's the dude. I would rather not know because me,
Yeah.
like morals and everything. Like, no, dude, I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if I knew he was a drug dealer and he paid me $100 to fix a dent. So what?
Yeah.
I'm talking like if a dude, like if a guy comes, if I sell cars, right, and a guy comes in and he's like, this is drug money, like buying this car, I would do it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Dude.
I'll be like, it doesn't matter to me where you get the money from.
Yeah, absolutely. Just hey, put it in the bag.
The Lord will. What is it? What does the verse say? Like, God to take money from the wicked and put it in our hands or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds
something
right.
like that.
That sounds good. That sounds like
Thank
fun.
you, Lord.
So long story short, I love to snoop,
Long
and I
story.
love to snoop in people's cars. And there's nothing more than I want to do than to buy a locker and snoop through people's stuff and be completely okay with it. Like nobody can stop me. I would love nothing more than that.
Dude, what if we bought a unit and it was like an ex-drug dealer's?
Did we try to flip it and make the money?
What? No. What do you mean flip it?
Like if you're saying there's drugs in there, like we found like bales and bales of like weed or cocaine.
Oh, you meant flip the drugs?
Yeah.
I meant like, and there was also cash and stuff. I was like, what? Flip? No, dude.
What would you do? Honestly, you find $100,000 in a locker.
Oh, if it's cash, it's mine.
Okay, $100,000 worth of weed. I guess we can't say on the show what we would do. We'll talk later.
Well, it's not illegal in some states. No. So I would just sell it to somebody in a legal state. I don't know. No, I don't know.
I'd have to call the cops. I could. Yeah.
If it was like cocaine or something like marijuana, I don't know. I would probably, no matter what.
Dude, no. If Ariella found out that you didn't tell her about you found $100,000 worth of weed,
Where are you getting this money from?
they're like, "Is this where all these people showing up to our house?" She thinks you're at the drug. You've been blaming it on Linda. Though that's the code. Just say Linda at the door.
Yeah.
Your sack will be out in the mailbox.
I would not be a good drug dealer.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I'd be a fantastic drug dealer. Like if we started
You got a family, dude. Nobody would never know, dude.
never, dude. I could totally get away with it. Dude. Just flip a little here, a little there, driving just be here to work on your car,
Oh, dude, you got the relationships. Hey, your code is like
It's a big dent.
Yeah, you want a big like how much for the dent? How much?
Be like it's about like an 8-ball size. I'm like, oh, okay, like that's the code. Like they're saying that they want an 8-ball, and then they're like, yeah, that's going to be about $450. By the way, I have no idea how much weed costs. That's be about $450.
What if you were like right on?
I did. I mean, I might be. Hey, comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if I was dead on.
Oh, dude, I meant to do that at the beginning.
We'll do it at the end, man.
Wait. No, listen. Let me just take a pause real quick.
All right, pause break.
In this 28, because we're at 28 minutes. If you are right here listening still, I meant to do this at the beginning because I understand that, as podcasts go on.
We're boring and you turn it off.
Yeah, you can't, I do the same.
You get distracted.
I do the same thing with podcasts.
All the time.
So it would mean a lot if you were listening right now, if you would go leave us like a rating or a review on Apple, Spotify. We don't care.
Yeah.
And also,
it helps us.
Yeah.
It really does. It helps us grow the podcast. We've getting some momentum lately. We know we have a lot of new followers, and we just appreciate y'all and help us out. Show some love.
Yeah. So
back to me selling drugs.
Yeah. And now back to your regularly scheduled
program
podcast.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sex
So
and drugs.
I feel like what I could do though is I would say, oh, how big's the dent? And they'd be like, oh, it's like an 8-ball size, or they could be like size of a sack, or no, hey, it's just a quarter size. So they give me the code of how much they're trying to buy, and then I'll be like, oh, 8 balls, $450, for a dent that size, and they're like, all right, cool, and they leave the money in the car.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'll leave the drugs in their car.
You leave it in the dent. I'm just kidding.
Nah, just grab it, open the center console, grab the money.
Dude, when
put the 8-ball in there, and dude, I could do it.
When I believe you. You could. All right, you'd be the best drug dealer of all time.
I would tithe on it though.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I want God to bless my business.
Okay, all right. So Wait, what was I about? Oh, when I did valet. So I did valet.
Oh yeah. You went digging through people's cars.
I did valet for like 2 years almost, maybe around 2 years. And yeah, dude, I would see they would have like weed in their glove boxes all the time. But one of the places that we parked cars, it was like a cigar lounge. So we would I would park cars all day with people whose cars smelled like smoke, which I liked.
Yeah.
And you know, they would always have weeds and guns in their car.
Yeah.
Somebody stole that. The valet that I worked for, that same valet company stole a gun out of my car.
Are you sure?
Like a year or two before I worked for them.
Is that why you went undercover to figure out who it was?
Yeah, dude. That's why it was an infiltration. I was like,
You're going deep.
Yeah, you know, the guy. It turns out, like, and I remember, I was like, hey, my gun has been stolen out of my glove box. Like, I told the guy that, and he was like, okay. He told me, like, this guy, he's actually he was a good friend of mine. He moved to Florida, so I don't talk to him as much.
Deep.
Yeah, so, but at this point in time, he wasn't like a really good friend of mine, but I trusted him a little bit. His name was Carlos, and he was like, he was Puerto Rican, and he was like, my friend, he's like, I know these guys, I trust them, all of them are good guys. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. And he like vouched for all of them.
Right.
And, you know, so I just believed him, right? And then I started working there like a year later. Coming to find out, dude, these guys, none of them are trustworthy. I'm friends with them, but I'm like, no, dude, I bet you any amount of money, any of these guys would steal a gun out of somebody's car.
For sure, especially when they're making like $10 an hour.
No, like on a good day, dude, you make like 30 an hour, dude.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, because the people there, it was a huge tip share. Like there was like multiple booths and a lot of rich people places there in Fort Worth. But you know, most days it was like 10 an hour plus tips.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, I never really I still hated the job. But yeah, so somebody stole my gun out of the car and I infiltrated, and I think I know who it was, but
Never got your gun.
never got it back. I
It's all
just
good.
bought a new one.
Well, man, dude, do you got any? I see you keep grabbing your little pen. And
I
paper
did,
over
dude.
there,
I wanted to talk
Come on,
about, dude.
hit me.
I wanted to talk about something, dude. All right. So, what are the? You'll see if you are in a relationship, or if you know, like whatever. Like if you're in a relationship, if you're married, like once you get more familiar with that person, like you argue a little easier.
For sure. You know how to, if you want to go there, you know how to get there 0 to 100.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's just humans are that way. Don't know why. But, dude, one of the like main things you argue about dumb things. But like the other day, we got in like a little argument
I'm so excited right now.
about okay, I'm just gonna tell you the story.
Yeah, let's go.
So I wrote it down because I don't want to butcher it, how she said it. So let me read it real quick. Okay. So we were in the car. And Ariella, she's talking, and she was like, talking about some show coming out or some movie coming out, and she was like, with the guy that plays Wanda and the guy that plays Hawkeye. And I looked at her great, like, I was like, huh? Like, I was like, the guy that plays Wanda? And she goes, yeah, WandaVision, the girl. And I go, oh, you said the guy that plays Wanda. And she was like, no, I didn't. And I was like,
oh, man. Every married man's like, yep.
I'm like, you definitely said that. Why would I make that up? Like, why do you think I was taken aback?
Right.
Because you said something weird. I'm like, why would I make that up?
Right.
You know? But in the moment, I just said, yes, you did. And she was like, so we have this thing, you know, pineapples.
Right.
If I can't break a pineapples.
Under any sort. It's like it's like y'all swear.
Yeah, if I say pineapples, I did this, then it's a swear.
And
Like,
it's not pine and apples. It has to be.
It can be pie and apples. Anything that sounds relatively close to pineapples,
That's the code.
It's locked in because we
and
wanted
you've
to,
never broken one.
I've never broken a pineapples. Never.
And you never will.
Never will. So I said, Ariella goes, I pineapples? I didn't say that. And I go, I pineapples, you did. And so she was like, and I go, I said, you're more, and I want to know, I want to genuinely know your opinion on this.
Okay.
Is it, because we talked about it more, is it more likely that somebody misheard somebody say something, or is it more likely that somebody misspoke and didn't know they did?
Dude, I am so glad you brought this up because, listen, I know your wife doesn't listen. I know mine does.
Yeah.
And I think it's both.
Well, my thing is like, I've never, like, how could it's not like I mishear things ever.
Well, no, this is what I've seen. So, like, there's a lot of times where, like, I'll tell Kentley, the Tom Brady of wives, who I love so dearly, that I'll say something like, oh, yeah, what you got to do is that I'll say something. And then later on, she'll be like, well, we'll circle back, and I'll be like, oh, did you hear me? She's like, no, you didn't say that. And I'd be like, no, I did say that. And I know I said that. She's like, you didn't say it. I'll be like, maybe you just didn't hear me. And like, that's okay. And like, but she's like, but you didn't say it. I was like,
are you talking about recalling a memory?
Yeah. I'm saying like, so. And
I've been there too.
Here's the other thing too, though. And I'm guilty of this. When Kentley's talking sometimes, I'm not paying attention. Maybe I'm on my phone or sending an email or I have like a work call.
But
or
you're
text
responding.
I'm like, yeah. But like, which is probably worse. I should honestly just go, hey, can you give me a moment and repeat what you have to say? But instead, I try to make both work, and I don't. And then guess what happens? Later on, I get hit with, you didn't hear what I said, and I go, you didn't say that, and then I go, you know what? Listen, I apologize. Maybe I was wrong. I'll take the point. My thing is, sometimes it feels like a one-way street where I'm the only one not listening or, not talking or communicating.
Well,
I say that with the most love ever to my beautiful wife, who I love so very much. You're the greatest woman in the entire world. Thank you for having my child.
Okay.
But it's honest, like, it's an honest, like, kind of married talk thing.
And I mean, yeah, for sure. And that's I do that too, like she'll a lot of, at this point in time when she says, yeah, I said that, I just say it. I just accept. Sorry, I think I inhaled something in the air. I don't know. Yeah. But I just accept that she probably did say it and I didn't hear her.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's fine with me. What?
Well, what about with, you said it and then she misheard? Why can't you just be like, hey, I'm sorry. Maybe I did the same thing too.
She might do that sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. It's what, like, What is the thing that we say? Like, what is it? Do you want to be right or do you want to be? What is it? How do you say it, dude?
I don't know what you're saying.
Like, instead of just do you want to win?
Oh,
say it's
yeah. No. I always say it's like if it's winning and losing, which means someone has to win and someone has to lose, which if you guys are married, y'all won, then that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I know.
So technically speaking, you don't want to win because that means somebody has to lose. Yeah. So you just want to communicate and move along.
Yeah, and we're both, and typically in marriages, like, you're both sore losers. So
oh, for sure.
If somebody loses, it's not going to help anything.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is like, for me, I want to be the greatest spouse ever. Okay. And Kentley's like, no. I want to be the greatest spouse ever. And sometimes you feel like you're battling over being the greatest spouse in almost a way of like trying to make the other person lose. Oh, so you can be the greatest spouse, which it's kind of counterintuitive and it becomes almost destructive. It's kind of my point.
Yeah. Well, and, okay, but that is what you're talking about is like a recollection of somebody saying something, right?
Right.
I'm talking about you're fully focused on each other.
Right.
Because I mean, you're driving, looking for a parking spot.
Right,
okay,
for sure.
So all you're not like zoned out. You're literally having a conversation with your wife, and she says, let's say that she says, that car is blue, right? Okay, we'll just.
And then you're like,
actually, I don't want to go there because
you already made a good point.
I just want to use my story for the sake of okay. So she says the guy named Wanda, right? Which I don't know if Ariella is going to listen to this. She probably won't. But if you still want to go with, you didn't say it, that's fine. I agree with you. All right. But hypothetically speaking, if your wife says the guy named Wanda, right?
Right.
And you heard her say that.
Right.
Is it more likely that she really did say that and she thought she said something else, or is it more likely that your brain made you hear that?
Dude, I can't give a clear answer. I would say you're looking for me to get on your side. I'm not, though, because, like, listen,
dude, anybody in the world would go with it's more likely that you misspeak because everybody does it. I misspeak. Like,
okay, yeah, in that term, yes, correct. I was going back to my side of, like, not hearing. But yes.
But you're fully focused.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like you see Kelly.
I'm on the same page
and
now.
She's making eye contact with you, and
Correct.
she says, the guy named Wanda.
Yeah.
That's what you hear. You saw it come out of her mouth.
Right.
And you were confused. Like, it genuinely confused you because you were like, what are you talking about? The guy named Wanda. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is more likely to misspeak than to mishear. Okay. I agree. And Ariella, who's so committed to her side of the argument, I think in the moment she said that it's more likely. She's like, no, I think it's more likely that you mishear. That's what she said, which I think she's just still trying to win. Anyways.
Which means somebody has to lose. And that's not what we want to do.
We're still going. Neither one of us have lost yet. No, I'm playing. We actually, after that, I don't want to, we just got to where we were going. We were going to go have dinner and everything.
Yeah, you didn't want to go park and then get back in the car and drive home and everyone just doesn't talk.
Yeah, dude, that's the worst. So I just was like, okay, sorry, babe. Right?
Yeah.
I do it all the time because, it's much easier. Dude.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's much easier to just look, you don't have to swallow your pride for anybody else in this world, but do it for your spouse.
Oh, 100%.
Because if you do it for your spouse, you will live a much happier life.
Well, the thing is, like, you have to have the mentality, it's not two individuals, one person. So it's like getting back on the same page,
Right.
So, yeah, I agree 100%, man. Well, man, are you done with that? You got anything else?
All done.
You aired it all out. Hey, actually, listen, people out there listening, all you beautiful people who are still listening at 43 minutes in, y'all let us know. Maybe shoot us a DM, throw a comment.
Dude, shoot us a DM. I want to know. I
want
to know who's listening.
For sure.
Like, literally, just if you DM me, I will see it. If you don't know my Instagram handle or whatever, it's literally my first name, Austin, @Austin Jeter.
Bro, well,
AUSTINGETER.
This is going to be our new segment that I'm going to try to be more consistent about, and hopefully I get some help from you as well. But it's story time with Dad.
Okay.
Okay, man. So I got a few stories. I'm going to throw them out there and see.
Did you want a little music to go with your story time with Dad?
I mean, do we have like a music?
Let me see. I'm just going to pick one randomly and hope it's music. Ready?
All right, perfect.
I'm going to press this and you say story with Dad. Ready?
All right, ready.
And now it's time for
story time with Dad.
What did you just say?
My man.
Okay. Wait, one more time. Ready?
And it's story time with Dad. Okay, we're done here. Okay. So I wanted to find something I thought was cool. And are you done?
Oh, God. There we go. Here we go. And now it's time.
Story time with Dad.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, okay. So, dude, I thought this was really cool. Okay. You're ruining my whole flow here.
Okay,
I'm trying to start a new segment. I'm trying to be consistent.
Hit it.
Dude, I thought this was really cool. Really relevant.
Segment.
Mark Cuban's Pharmacy. Cuban last week launched a pharmaceutical wholesaling called Mark Cuban's Cost Plus Drugs Company. AKA here, he has 100 drugs that he can directly sell to patients on the website. So pretty much what happened is, so for example, the company's website listed a packet of potassium chloride, for instance, at $3.57, which it claims can go for nearly $1,000 at retail pharmacies. Blah, blah, blah. Mark Cuban.
Seriously?
Dude, literally, I love this. This is capitalism at its finest. The fact that Mark Cuban can still make a profit at $3.57 and screw over all the pharmaceutical companies, to me is a beautiful story. I love Mark Cuban.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, come on. I mean, seriously, like, if you have much money.
He's my favorite shark.
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely. He's everybody's favorite shark.
Yeah, I'm like,
and you know what's funny about it? He's the only one who sharks the other sharks.
Oh, I would, yeah, dude, and I love that he throws other sharks under the bus.
Yeah.
All the time. He's like, don't do that. I'm like,
yes, he's the shark of sharks.
I mean,
he
has like quadruple the money any of them.
Oh, for sure.
Here. But
and that's what's really cool to me is he's using capitalism and his money to obviously make more money, but at the same time to actually, get drugs sent out fairly. So he's marking up 15%. And a pharmacy fee of $3. Typical markup on generics are at least 100% according to the company. Through in some cases have been hiked more than 1,000%. I mean, all I got to say, dude, straight up, like the fact that Mark Cuban's doing that and helping people and those families and helping those kids and helping those dads and parents out there, and that's capitalism at its finest. That's like one of my favorite. Like, come on, tell me what's more beautiful than that, dude?
Nothing. I wanted to look up potassium chloride since it's so expensive.
Yeah, how much does it say it's on there for?
Well, no, not that. I wanted to see what it was used for. Like, why? What? I want to know why people need it.
Oh,
so it's to treat low potassium levels in the body. It's a mineral that your body needs for proper functioning of the heart, muscles, kidneys, nerves, and digestive system.
Dude, and can you imagine? It costs $1,000 retail and you can't get your drugs for
Let's
your family or your kids. Dude, think about those dads out there. By the way, I love the name Mark Cuban Cost Plus Drugs Company.
It's yeah.
Anyways, the other story I thought was pretty cool.
That's great.
I'm gonna try I try to just get like little clip notes and just kind of make things a little easier.
I love it, dude. You typed that up?
No, I just copied and pasted the parts I thought were relevant.
Okay.
This one I just printed because this one's too crazy. So this a cop pulls over a guy. Long story short, for swerving. Turns out he was drunk and high, had a suspended license. He got arrested, but he could see that he was delivering a DoorDash food. So the cop finished the DoorDash and took it to the lady's door.
Did you?
I would love to have nothing more than the video up, but we don't have video yet, so we're still working on that. But
I just sent him the video. Okay. All right.
yeah, and you know what's the funny part?
What?
What do you think? This is why I printed the story out just for you. What food could they possibly still deliver? Like in your mind, this would be the worst. Like if you were the cop,
okay,
that pulled over this person and saw that they were trying to complete a DoorDash order with the food in the front seat, you would look at the food, and I know you would not deliver it because you wanted to spare the person who ordered it.
McDonald's?
No, you hate this place. I know you do.
Arby's?
Arby's.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, literally, to the house with a bag of Arby's and a drink.
Bro, people waste their... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to go off on Arby's, but who would order that DoorDash? Out of all the options that you have, you chose Arby's? Dude. What can you possibly crave from there? A mediocre sandwich?
With that French dip, dude?
Just whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess their fries are okay.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever had Arby's.
I had it because...
Is all they had?
No, well... Chichi, one of my friends, wanted to make a video because of my hatred for Arby's. He wanted, what the heck? He wanted to make a video of me going to Arby's and trying it. So I went and there's the chef there actually took pride in his work. He was like, "You got to get that Denzel special or whatever." And I was like, what, he's like, it's my special sauce. And I'm like, all right, give me that. It turns out he just mixed barbecue and buffalo and called it the Denzel special, but it's whatever. It was, I'm just going to be honest, dude. It was exactly what I expected Arby's to be.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't really want to get into this whole one, dude. This is about equality. So, long story short, California.
Forget equality, dude.
This is, I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of it. Long story short is that rich people have a higher advantage than poor people. So they want them to trade kids, and so that they.
Like, you mean like if you are. Wait. So you're saying.
Just start reading it.
Dude, I'm not going to read it on the podcast.
Okay.
And, and then go. But this is what you're telling me.
Okay, go ahead.
They're saying they want, like, let's say I lived in California, right?
Okay.
And I was in the top whatever tax bracket.
Top 3%.
Right. They would want me to trade my kids with somebody on the bottom?
Yes. So fathers and mothers with greater wealth, education, other resources are more likely to transfer these advantages to their children, compounding privilege over for generations. As a result, the children of less advantaged parents face a uphill struggle, social mobility as stalled. I'm trying to get hold on. All right, keep going.
This just bothers me, dude.
I know.
Well, because, like, look.
I can't. This is from Gavin Newsom, too. This is their governor literally talking about, my solution is simple. And while we wait for legislation to pass, we can act now. The rich should give their children to the poor, and the poor should give their children to the rich. Homeowners might swap children with their homeless neighbors.
Bro.
Dude, like
that pisses me off, dude. That just goes to show, dude, he doesn't. These people are crazy. They don't care about family. Like, I don't want another person's kids. And you know what's more important than that? I don't want somebody that's poor raising my kids. I'm not saying because
like poor's bad. We're not saying that.
I mean, especially in California, like there's going to be people that are, that are good people but are poor, but like it's like the lottery. Like I'm just hopefully my kid is going to land with a family that actually has good morals. Like, it's just stupid.
No, I think it's, well, at the end of the day, like, this is what I believe. Wholeheartedly, spiritual. I believe God breathes life into those souls and puts those souls there. And I believe that those kids and those babies, I feel like Charlie is the perfect, like, God gave you guys Charlie's personality and soul for you guys. And you guys are the perfect person to raise Charlie. And I feel like God gave us Maverick. And we're the perfect person for that. So the fact that the government is saying God messed up and we need to do the old wife swap. Dude, by the way, one of the greatest shows on TV. Remember, like, Trading Spaces? They used to do wife swap?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where they, dude, wasn't that a great show?
I never watched it.
You never did?
No, dude. Why would I watch Wife Swap, dude?
Dude, it was back in the day, man. You used to watch, like, Trading Spaces.
I definitely didn't watch it back in the day, probably because I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, probably fair enough, man. All right, man. Well, I'll try to get some better stories next time, and I'll try to, like, highlight it, make it cleaner and better. I apologize, and story time with Dad.
Oh, there we go.
I thought it was over, man.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I was just saying that was the end of it, man.
Hey,
dude, are you gonna unveil your other new segment, dude?
I mean,
we'll do it next week.
I kind of did already. I took the next week, dude. Taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash with Austin Miles Jeter.
Yeah, and I mean, who I was thinking about, I already addressed that.
Actually, we just talked about Governor Newsom in this.
Governor Newsom. I'm taking out the trash right now. Governor Newsom, you're
hot trash, dude.
Hot trash, dude. And this has nothing to do with where I stand politically. I don't care which side I'm on. I don't care. Like, if Governor Newsom is trash.
I 100% agree with you. Like, normally I'd try to be like the logical friend, like to hold it down, but no, the stuff that's complete. Dude, you know he's trying to double the tax rate in California?
Trash. I mean, you just look. I mean, from the two things that we're talking about from this guy, like, I mean, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about people.
you
He
know-
doesn't care about family, dude.
You know, he shut down all the businesses, but his own winery.
Oh, wow.
You know, he shut down schools, but opened his school where his kids go.
I'm
You know
sure.
that? Remember when they said they shut down businesses and the whole mask mandate and all that? He had like 20 friends at a restaurant, no mask, no social distancing. So I mean, honestly, Gavin Newsom, hot trash,
You're trash, bro.
hot trash. All right, trash segment done.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know you changed it already.
Wait, let me see. And that is taking out the trash. Oh, okay, whatever.
That works too. All right, man. Well, we appreciate it. We're going ahead and wrap this bad boy up. We got to get. How do you get back to the other page?
This is it.
Oh, well, fantastic, man.
that what
Thank
you
you guys.
wanted?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to everyone listening. Like we said at minute 23, please like and subscribe. We're really trying to kind of pump this thing and grow it. Hey, and by the way, check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We're hoping to have the live videos up this week. Shout out to my boy Gilly Gill for helping us out, man. We love and appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and peace.
DM me on Instagram or whatever. I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Taking over the podcast game. You know I'm just chilling with the people. Austin, Zach, man, yeah. It's that father figure. I tell them go figure. You know they coming through with the truth like I'm pulling on triggers. I said...